on, everyone? I feel like it's been a while. I mean, because it has been a while. It's been a week since I haven't uploaded anything, and in that week, I've kind of done. I haven't done anything interesting to pick the camera up. I was working with Carter for a little bit on one of the weekends, but that was just to pick up the. What did we do? We picked up all the old stuff. Nobody ended up picking up the single cam or the trans or anything like that. So, well, in time. After about a week, we just picked it up, threw it in the junkyard. So that's kind of what I did. I didn't bring the camera for that. As you saw, I moved the car. The car started up fine, and well, it started up okay. It doesn't have an idle air control valve, so the idle at first is a little weird, but it, once it warms up, it idles fine. That's just the name of the game when you run no IAC. It's gonna idle literally any way it wants because there's nothing telling it or controlling it on how to idle. So that's outside. It's kind of weird to actually have the car out and have like a whole bunch of space in the garage now. So that's cool. With that out, I've just been, sweeping the garage out. I'm just updating you guys on what's going on because I'm gonna be honest with you, I got a little lazy. And I don't like it. I need to be proactive with all this time I have home. So this is why I need to pick the camera up and just give you guys an update. So what I've done on this off time is I figured out a better method on how to make these fuel rail spacers, because I did a live and someone was asking me, a couple people were asking me where I got the spacers for my fuel rail, because when I put the K-Tuned fuel rail on the Ultra Race manifold, there was a big gap and there was no spacers that came included with that. So I made some and people thought I bought them from somewhere, so they were interested. I made some for them, and well, I finally made some. I told them I would once I figured out a solid way of making the spacers, and I did. So I made 3 sets, but 1 set's already leaving. I have 2 left. I'll show them. So I got them to finally come out even. I threw a little coat of paint on them. This is going to one of my buddies. So I have 2 sets. I'm sure I'll do an Instagram live or something. Not a live. I'll just do an Instagram story. If anybody's interested in these, Instagram link down below or right here. In case you're not caught up with these spacers, so I want to explain that this is not like a universal thing from what I've been noticing. So originally I made a set when I had my my RBC manifold with a hybrid racing rail. I had a different set of spacers on there. Then I went to the Ultra Race manifold with the hybrid racing rail. Those spacers worked until I changed to the K-Tuned rail. Then I needed to make a different length spacer. So it seems like the rail, the fuel rail determines how much of spacer you need, because there are different heights, or where they want you to bolt. It's different heights. So these that I made are only going to work that I know of with the K-Tuned fuel rail and a Skunk 2 Ultra Race manifold. Those are the lengths I've cut for those spacers. Now, if you have a different setup, it's kind of hard to say unless you can actually give me in inches or whatever, because those came out to a certain length. Those came out to like 3/4. So if you can give me the gap that you need, I can make a set for you. And I can't guarantee they're going to take up all the space, but I can try to get it close. So that's kind of what's going on with that. That's why I'm not really making like this big deal about making spacers, because it could be different for every build. If I had the car in front of me, yeah, I can make you a set to fit. But so I did that. I cleaned the garage. Carter's harness I haven't touched. I know a couple people have been asking me like if I'm gonna make the part 2 for the harness tuck. I'm not making it yet just because I ran out of materials. I ran out of like loom, heat shrink, so I've been waiting on all that to film the video. The only thing I did with the harness is I kind of like tightened it up a little bit more off camera. I took the rest of the loom off of it, but I haven't started to tuck it yet. I honestly can't remember if I showed you this in the previous video or not. This is stuff that's going to Carter's build. But I did this headlight harness. So here, I'll show you this. I was probably going to show it when I got it to the car, but since we're doing updates, here's his tucked headlight harness. So I did this one already. Came out okay. I'm going to try out some other materials to see, but for the most part it came out alright. And then I did, well, this is all the wiring I took out of that harness. So I'll explain that when we go to install it. But this was all extra wiring that he didn't need. And I thought, oh yeah, it's tangled in here. I have this charge harness that I did. So this is like for his, his alternator plugs and everything, his knock sensor, the starter wire, and then the 2 wires that connect to the engine harness, which they're in there somewhere. So I did this one for him as well. This one came out a little better. So that's kind of what I've done. I got my door handles that I'm painting them black. I have a project coming up with the interior of my car, and the only thing I had to do for this was just paint these door handles. So definitely in future videos you're going to see some more touches going on in the interior of that car, but the only thing I had to do was do door handles. So that's something to look forward to. That's pretty much it. Like I said, it's only been a week since I haven't uploaded, and I've just been doing a lot of little things, like random stuff on my car. I started polishing the radiator yesterday, so I don't know. Leave in the comments, like, is that, like, it's still weird to me, but do you guys really want to watch me polish a radiator, or just pick a camera up and say, hey, I'm polishing a radiator, here's the before and after? Let me know. I know this video is very boring in a way, but this is just an update video, and I just want to say, guys, I really appreciate all the thumbs up. If you can, anytime in the video, or just even the moment you open the video up, if you can really give me a thumbs up, that helps me to help you guys, because the help you give me boosts the channel, helps it spread the channel a little more, and it could really help me give you more content. So from the beginning, right now, even right now, if you haven't hit like button on this video right now, because this just really helps me out. It helps the channel, and in turn, with all this helping the channel, it helps you guys out. It gives you more content, gives you more information. So please give me some likes on these videos, give the thumbs up, comment, share them with everybody. Let's grow this channel. One thing that I'm very quiet, not secretive, but I'm very quiet about during this whole quarantine, I've been looking for a shop. You know, I'll tell you guys, it's not a big secret, but I don't like to say stuff that I'm doing until I've done it already. But I've been looking for a shop this whole time. This garage created that RSX, but it's time to expand. I need a bigger shop. I need a bigger space. I need somewhere to work on other cars. I have some upcoming projects coming on some customers. Well, one car, and then I have to fix some transmissions, and it gets real tight. Like, I mean, I feel bad telling my customers, basically, listen, you can't bring your car because I have nowhere to put it. And it just, you know, makes more of a problem, because then they can bring their car to a real shop that has the space. So I've been looking for shops in Central Jersey, shops like warehouse space kind of thing, because like to have a full shop, that's kind of out of my budget. So hey, if anybody in Jersey, you guys know where I could find some like warehouse space, you know, 1,000 square feet, something like that, leave it in the comments. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Just, you know, let's again, help me out so I can help you out, because I get a lot of you know, requests. If I could do this to somebody's car, if I could do that to somebody's car. And the problem with that is sometimes they want big jobs, and I can't take a big job because I can't hold on to the car for 2 or 3 days while it's apart. You know, this is my parents' house. I can't do that. So with shop space, I could do a lot more work. And with shop space, like the video quality will go up, the workmanship that I could do on my car, just more stuff that I could show you. Like I could finally rip the dash out if I had a shop space, because I could just have the space to lay everything out. So that's what I've been doing in this whole quarantine time as well. And I recommend you guys do the same. Like this, we don't know if we're going to get this kind of time again, to where you have all this time to brainstorm ideas and kind of develop your first steps on what you need to do. So you should really be taking advantage of this time on finding a way to make a second income, make a third income, maybe better yourself if you want to get into something else. Like, you have nothing but time right now to learn about something new. So I've been taking all this time in, like, merch. I've been working on merch as well. I've been working on stickers. I've been working on a lot of stuff in this quarantine time. It's kind of why I haven't had much motivation to work on my own car. Like, I have the 4.7 final drive down there. It's under the bench. That was one thing I said I'm going to put, and I still haven't made the time to drop the trans and do it. So I need to do it. The Aero Catch hood pins, yo, straight up, I'm just afraid to cut into this hood again, but I'll do it, I'm sure. At this point, if I screw this hood up, I'm buying a carbon fiber hood and I'm calling it. That's it. But yeah, that's just a quick update for you guys. Just want to let you know there is some upcoming projects coming. Whenever I get the rest of the Lumen stuff, I'll be making the video on how to do the wire harness tuck. Again, Jay's RSX, he's waiting on some more parts, so whenever he gets them, we'll be back over there with the blue RSX. If you haven't watched that video, go check that out. We put a Skunk 2 Ultra street manifold on his base RSX, bolted right up, makes the engine bay look 10 times better. So once he gets some more parts, we're gonna finish that car up, and then he's been telling me he wants me to redo his harness. He already followed up with me, and I just, told him the same thing. I don't even have any supplies right now. I'd want to do one harness at a time, and this is kind of one of those services that I don't really do. I'm only doing it, one, for Carter because, well, Carter's a close friend of mine, and the car's apart. I want to make that car look pristine for him. And Jay's local, so the car's right there. The car's not going anywhere. I would only do an engine harness tuck if I have the car. I wouldn't even say if I have the motor, just because I would want to route it, as you saw, custom. And I can't do that if somebody just sends me a harness and, just kind of relumine it up. I don't even want to do it, to be honest with you. I'd only do it if I had everything in front of me. There are some other guys on Instagram, other RSX guys, Davey DC5, D Mossy. I know they do engine harness tucks. So you guys can hit them up on Instagram. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you guys out. They do fuse box tucks as well. So message those guys if you're looking for something like that. But for me, I need the car in front of me. I'm gonna just cut this video right here. I don't want to talk too much. Follow me on Instagram. I've been doing random Instagram lives, like you can actually see what I've been doing up to date. Like this video, please. Again, if you haven't liked it, like it right now. Leave a comment if you guys want to see just more random content of me in the garage, because I'm literally in here every day doing nothing. So I don't know. You know what? All right, I got one for you. If you guys made it to this far, which I hope you did, leave questions in the comments below. All right, just write a question down. I'm gonna read them all, and then I'll make a follow-up video answering all those questions that you guys left me, and we'll try to keep this trend going, so that way when I'm in the garage, I can answer questions, and if I decided to do something, well, I have the camera already up, and we can film it. How's that sound? Good? Leave a comment down below. Leave a question. Like this video. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay motivated. Keep making those streets louder.